Welcome to Peak Ambition, place where dreams turn into legacies. This is not just another motivational channel. This is a movement, a call to those who refuse to settle, those who demand more from life, and those who are ready to push beyond their limits. If you believe in the power of excellence, in standing for something bigger than yourself, in mentorship, purpose, and impact, then you are in the right place. Here, we break barriers, defy the odds, and build legacies that last. Every video is designed to challenge your mindset, fuel your ambition, and drive you toward the success and fulfillment you are meant for. So if you are ready to rise, lead, and leave your mark on this world, hit that subscribe button and join the Peak Ambition family. Your journey to greatness starts now. Living with purpose is the foundation of creating a lasting legacy. It is the driving force behind every great achievement, every significant impact, and every unforgettable story. Without purpose, life can feel like a series of random events with no clear direction or meaning. But when you have a purpose, every action you take becomes intentional. Every struggle becomes a lesson, and every success becomes a stepping stone towards something greater. Purpose is not something that is handed to us. It is something we must seek, discover, and define for ourselves. Some people find their purpose early in life while others spend years searching for it. Regardless of the timeline, what matters is that you are actively looking for what truly matters to you. Finding purpose requires self-reflection, exploration, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. It is about understanding what excites you, what problems in the world you feel drawn to solve, and what kind of impact you want to have on others. A life without purpose often leads to a sense of emptiness, no matter how much success one achieves. There are many individuals who have wealth, fame, and power but still feel unfulfilled. This is because material success alone cannot replace the deep satisfaction that comes from living a life aligned with a meaningful purpose. When you live with purpose, you wake up every morning with motivation, knowing that your efforts are contributing to something bigger than yourself. Your struggles become easier to endure because you understand that they are part of a greater journey. Living with purpose does not mean that every day will be perfect or that challenges will disappear. In fact, purpose often demands resilience, sacrifice, and hard work. However, when you have a clear reason for what you are doing, you are more likely to push through difficulties instead of giving up. You will embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback. Every successful person, from great leaders to innovators, has faced obstacles. But what sets them apart is that they had a strong purpose that kept them going even when the odds were against them. One of the greatest things about purpose is that it is not just about personal fulfillment, it is about impact. A purposeful life naturally leads to inspiring and helping others. Think about the people who have left the biggest marks on history. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, and Steve Jobs. They were not just talented individuals. They were driven by a purpose that went beyond themselves. They wanted to change lives, challenge the status quo, and leave the world better than they found it. Their passion and dedication inspired millions, proving that a purpose-driven life has a ripple effect far beyond what we can imagine. If you are unsure about your purpose, start by asking yourself key questions. What are you passionate about? What skills do you have that can contribute to the world? What makes you feel the most alive? Sometimes purpose is found in the things that bring us joy, and other times it is discovered through the pain and struggles we have overcome. Many people who have experienced hardship turn their suffering into a mission to help others facing similar challenges. Your experiences, both good and bad, can be the key to unlocking your deeper purpose. It is also important to remember that purpose can evolve over time. What drives you today may not be the same in 10 years, and that is okay. Growth and change are natural, and as you gain new experiences and perspectives, your purpose may expand or shift. The key is to remain open to new possibilities and to continue seeking alignment between your passions, values, and actions. Ultimately, living with purpose means making every moment count. It means choosing a path that is meaningful rather than simply convenient. It means waking up each day with the determination to make a difference, no matter how big or small. A life lived with purpose is a life well lived. And when you pursue it wholeheartedly, you are not just creating success, you are creating a legacy. Serving others is one of the most powerful ways to create a meaningful and lasting legacy. True impact is not measured by how much we achieve for ourselves, but by how much we contribute to the lives of others. The greatest leaders, visionaries, and changemakers in history understood that their legacy would not be defined by personal wealth, titles, or accolades, but by the number of people they helped and the positive change they brought to the world. When we shift our focus from self-interest to service, something incredible happens. Our actions take on a deeper meaning, and our influence extends far beyond our individual lives. Helping others creates a ripple effect. One small act of kindness can inspire another, setting off a chain reaction of goodwill that continues long after we are gone. Whether it is through mentoring, teaching, volunteering, or simply offering a helping hand, every act of service strengthens our legacy and enriches the lives of those around us. Serving others does not require grand gestures or limitless resources. It can be as simple as listening to someone who needs to be heard, encouraging a friend during a difficult time, or sharing knowledge that can help someone grow. Even small efforts, when done consistently, can create a profound impact. A teacher who dedicates their life to educating children, a coach who inspires young athletes, or a nurse who cares for patients with compassion. All of these individuals leave a legacy not because of their titles, but because of the difference they make in the lives of others. True service is not about seeking recognition or expecting something in return. It is about genuine care and a desire to uplift others. When we serve from a place of authenticity, we build strong relationships and earn the respect and trust of those around us. People remember those who helped them in times of need, who believed in them when no one else did, and who made their lives better in even the smallest ways. This is the kind of legacy that lasts, not one built on power or material wealth, but one rooted in compassion and generosity. There is also an undeniable sense of fulfillment that comes from serving others. Many people spend their lives chasing success, only to find that it feels empty when it is solely for themselves. True fulfillment comes when we realize that our efforts are making a difference in the world. Some of the happiest and most content individuals are those who dedicate their lives to helping others. Whether through charity work, social activism, or simply being a source of kindness in everyday interactions, service has the power to bring deep personal joy and satisfaction. Another reason serving others is so impactful is that it creates a lasting influence beyond our own lifetime. The knowledge we share, the encouragement we give, and the kindness we extend continue to live on through the people we touch. A single act of mentorship can change the course of a young person's future. A moment of kindness can inspire someone to pay it forward. The impact of service extends far beyond the moment it is given, shaping communities, cultures, and future generations. If we want to create a meaningful legacy, we must ask ourselves, how am I helping others? What am I doing to make the world a better place? It does not take wealth, fame, or status to serve. It takes heart, willingness, and the courage to put others before ourselves. Some of the most influential figures in history, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., built their legacies not by focusing on personal gain, but by dedicating their lives to serving others. Ultimately, service is what transforms a life from ordinary to extraordinary. It is what gives our existence meaning and ensures that we are remembered not just for what we did, but for the lives we touched. The greatest legacies are not built through selfish ambition, but through the selfless act of making the world a better place, one person, one moment, and one act of kindness at a time. Being relentless in the pursuit of excellence is one of the most powerful ways to build a lasting legacy. Excellence is not about perfection. It is about pushing yourself to be the best you can be in every aspect of life. It is about setting high standards, constantly improving, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. When you commit to excellence, you set yourself apart and create an impact that endures long after you are gone. Excellence requires a mindset of continuous growth. It is not something that happens overnight, but rather a lifelong commitment to learning, improving, and refining your craft. The most successful people in the world, whether in business, sports, arts, or any other field, did not achieve greatness by accident. They put in years of effort, practice, and discipline to master their skills. They understood that talent alone is not enough. Hard work and dedication are what separate the good from the great. One of the key elements of excellence is persistence. Challenges, failures, and setbacks are inevitable on the journey to success. The difference between those who build a legacy and those who fade away is the ability to keep going despite obstacles. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, and every setback is a chance to grow. Those who achieve excellence do not see failure as the end, but as a stepping stone toward greatness. They embrace difficulties, push through adversity, and keep moving forward even when things get tough. Another important aspect of excellence is attention to detail. Small things matter. The way you communicate, the effort you put into your work, and the level of care you show in everything you do all contribute to the quality of your legacy. When you take pride in your work and strive to do everything to the best of your ability, people notice. They remember those who consistently go above and beyond, who take the time to perfect their craft, and who never settle for good enough. Excellence is also about discipline. It requires a strong work ethic and the ability to stay focused on long-term goals. Many people start with enthusiasm, but only those who are disciplined stay committed even when motivation fades. Developing habits that support excellence, such as setting goals, staying organized, and managing time effectively, can make the difference between average results and extraordinary achievements. Success is not built on occasional bursts of effort, but on consistent disciplined action over time. The pursuit of excellence is not just about personal success. It is about inspiring and elevating others. When you strive for greatness, you set an example for those around you. You show them what is possible through hard work, dedication, and resilience. Excellence has a ripple effect. When you raise your own standards, you encourage others to do the same. Whether you are a leader, a teacher, a mentor, or a role model, your commitment to excellence can motivate others to push beyond their limits and achieve their full potential. One of the most rewarding aspects of pursuing excellence is the deep sense of fulfillment it brings, knowing that you have given your best effort, that you have maximized your potential, and that you have contributed something meaningful to the world is one of the greatest feelings in life. It is not just about reaching a destination, but about enjoying the process of growth and self-improvement. The journey toward excellence is what shapes character, builds resilience, and creates a legacy worth remembering. At the end of the day, your legacy will not be defined by how much money you made or how many awards you won. It will be defined by the effort you put into your work, the impact you had on others, and the example you set. The world does not remember those who did the bare minimum. It remembers those who dared to be great. The pursuit of excellence is not easy, but it is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. If you want to create a lasting legacy, make the decision to be relentless in your pursuit of excellence. Every single day, standing for something is one of the most powerful ways to create a lasting legacy. The world remembers those who stood firm in their beliefs, who had the courage to fight for what they believed in, and who refused to compromise their values, even in the face of adversity. Throughout history, the people who made the greatest impact were not always the richest, the most famous, or the most talented. They were the ones who stood for something bigger than themselves. Having strong principles gives life direction and meaning. When you stand for something, you are not just going through the motions of life. You are living with purpose. You have a clear sense of right and wrong, and you are willing to take action based on those beliefs. This conviction separates leaders from followers, visionaries from those who simply go with the flow. It is easy to follow the crowd, to do what is expected, and to avoid conflict. But true influence and legacy come from standing for something, even when it is unpopular or difficult. People who leave a lasting impact are those who dare to challenge the status quo. They are not afraid to question authority, speak up against injustice, or push back against what is easy in favor of what is right. Think about the figures in history who changed the world. Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Malala Yousafzai, and many others. They faced resistance, criticism, and even danger, but they did not waver in their beliefs. Their willingness to stand up for their values, despite the challenges, is what made their legacy so powerful. Standing for something requires integrity. It is not just about having strong opinions, but about aligning your actions with your values. Many people claim to believe in something, but their actions tell a different story. True integrity means living by your principles every day in both big and small decisions. It means being honest, staying true to your word, and doing the right thing even when no one is watching. When you live with integrity, people trust and respect you, and your legacy becomes one of authenticity and honor. One of the biggest challenges of standing for something is dealing with opposition. Not everyone will agree with your beliefs, and some may even try to discourage or discredit you. This is where courage comes in. It takes strength to stand firm when others criticize or doubt you. It takes resilience to keep pushing forward when faced with setbacks. Many people give up on their convictions because they fear rejection or failure. But the truth is, every great leader, activist, and change-maker faced resistance at some point. What set them apart was their determination to keep going despite the obstacles. Standing for something also means taking responsibility. It is not enough to believe in something, you must act on it. If you care about justice, speak out against injustice. If you believe in kindness, practice it in your daily life. If you are passionate about a cause, dedicate time and effort to making a difference. The world is full of people who talk about change, but real change comes from those who take action. The most influential individuals are not those who simply had opinions, but those who turned their beliefs into meaningful action. Beyond personal success, standing for something creates a legacy that inspires others. When you live by your values, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage can motivate someone else to stand up for their beliefs. Your resilience can encourage someone to keep going despite difficulties. Your example can create a ripple effect, influencing future generations long after you are gone. In the end, your legacy will be defined by what you stood for and how you lived by those values. People may forget your job title, your possessions, or your social status, but they will never forget the impact you had on their lives. They will remember your strength, your integrity, and your willingness to stand up for what mattered most. So ask yourself, what do I stand for? What values define me? What am I willing to fight for, even when it is difficult? The answers to these questions will shape not only your actions today, but also the legacy you leave behind. The world does not need more people who follow the crowd. It needs more people who stand strong in their convictions, lead with integrity, and inspire others to do the same. Passing it on is one of the most powerful ways to create a lasting legacy. A true legacy is not just about what you achieve for yourself, but about what you leave behind for others. It is about sharing your knowledge, experiences, and wisdom so that future generations can build upon them. The impact of a single person can multiply when they take the time to mentor, inspire, and uplift those who come after them. The greatest leaders, teachers, and changemakers did not just focus on their own success. They made sure to pass on what they learned to others, ensuring that their influence continued long after they were gone. One of the most valuable things you can pass on is knowledge. Throughout life, we gain experiences that shape us, teach us, and help us grow. This knowledge is not meant to be kept to ourselves. It is meant to be shared. Whether it is through teaching, mentoring, writing, or simply having meaningful conversations, sharing what you have learned can help others avoid mistakes, overcome obstacles, and reach their full potential. Think about the people who have shaped your life. Chances are they passed on their wisdom to you in some way. Now, it is your turn to do the same for others. Beyond knowledge, passing it on also means inspiring others through your actions. People learn more from what they see than from what they are told. If you want to leave a legacy, live in a way that sets an example for those around you. Show kindness, integrity, and perseverance in everything you do. Be the kind of person that others look up to and aspire to be. Your actions, more than your words, will influence the people you interact with. Whether it is your children, students, co-workers, or community members, your way of living can inspire them to aim higher and believe in themselves. Another important way to pass it on is through mentorship. Many of the most successful people in the world credit their achievements to having a great mentor. A mentor is someone who guides, supports, and encourages others in their journey. You do not have to be an expert to be a mentor. You just need to be willing to share your experiences and help others navigate their own path. By mentoring someone, you are not only helping them succeed, but you are also ensuring that the knowledge and values you have built over time continue to live on. Passing it on also involves empowering others. It is not just about teaching people what you know. It is about giving them the confidence and tools to create their own success. Encouragement can make a world of difference in someone's life. Many people have potential but lack the belief in themselves to pursue their dreams. A single word of encouragement, a little bit of guidance, or simply showing that you believe in them can be the spark that ignites their greatness. The world is full of talented individuals who need someone to remind them of their worth. By being that person, you help shape their future and expand your own legacy. One of the most beautiful things about passing it on is that it creates a ripple effect. When you help one person, they often go on to help others. The knowledge, wisdom, and kindness you share do not stop with the person you directly impact. They continue to spread. Think about teachers who inspire students who then go on to inspire others. Think about leaders who mentor young professionals who then become leaders themselves. The cycle of passing it on continues, making the world a better place, generation after generation. Ultimately, a legacy is not about how much wealth you accumulate or how many achievements you collect. It is about the lives you touch, the people you help, and the impact you leave behind. If you want to create a meaningful legacy, focus on how you can pass on what you have learned, how you can uplift others, and how you can inspire the next generation. The true measure of success is not just what you accomplish. It is how many people you help succeed along the way. Living with purpose is one of the most essential elements of creating a meaningful and lasting legacy. A life without purpose is like a ship without a destination, drifting aimlessly without direction. Purpose gives life meaning, provides motivation, and drives us to make an impact. The people who leave the greatest legacies are not necessarily the richest or most famous, but those who lived with intention, made decisions aligned with their values, and worked towards something greater than themselves. Living with purpose means being clear about what truly matters to you. It requires self-reflection and an understanding of your passions, values, and beliefs. Many people go through life simply reacting to circumstances, following societal expectations, or chasing superficial success. But those who build a meaningful legacy take the time to discover what drives them and use that knowledge to guide their actions. They do not just seek success for its own sake. They aim to make a difference in their own unique way. When you live with purpose, every action has meaning. You wake up each day with a sense of direction, knowing that what you are doing contributes to a greater goal. This sense of purpose fuels motivation, even in the face of challenges. Without purpose, setbacks can feel like failures, but with purpose, obstacles become stepping stones, challenges to overcome rather than reasons to quit. People who live with purpose do not let temporary struggles define them. Instead, they use them as lessons to grow stronger and stay committed to their vision. A life of purpose also brings fulfillment. Many people chase material success, thinking that wealth, status, or possessions will bring them happiness. However, true happiness comes from knowing that your life has meaning, that you are contributing something valuable to the world. When people look back on their lives, they do not remember the cars they owned or the houses they lived in as their greatest achievement. They remember the moments when they made a difference, the relationships they built, and the positive impact they had on others. Living with purpose often means serving something beyond yourself. It might be helping others, contributing to your community, creating art that inspires, or advancing knowledge in a field you are passionate about. Purpose-driven people do not just think about what they can gain. They think about what they can give. They find joy in making a difference, and that contribution becomes their legacy. One of the greatest benefits of living with purpose is that it inspires others. When people see someone passionately pursuing their mission, they are encouraged to do the same. Purpose is contagious. It spreads through example. Think of individuals who have changed the world, figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Oprah Winfrey, or Elon Musk. They did not just live for themselves. They followed their passions, stayed committed to their vision, and inspired millions along the way. Whether your purpose is big or small, living it fully can influence others to find and follow their own path. To live with purpose, you must be intentional in your choices. It is easy to get distracted by temporary pleasures, societal pressures, or the fear of failure. But when you have a clear sense of purpose, you make decisions that align with your bigger vision. You do not waste time on things that do not matter. Instead, you focus on what truly moves you forward. Every choice, every action, and every moment becomes an opportunity to contribute to something meaningful. At the end of life, people do not want to feel like they simply existed. They want to know they truly lived. A legacy is not built by accident. It is the result of conscious effort, dedication, and a commitment to something greater. When you live with purpose, your impact does not fade when you are gone. It continues through the lives you touched, the lessons you shared, and the positive change you created. Your legacy is not just what you leave behind. It is the example you set, the inspiration you provide, and the difference you make every single day. This is your time. Your legacy is waiting to be written, and the pen is in your hands. Do not let fear, doubt, or obstacles stop you. The world does not remember those who played it safe. It remembers the bold, the relentless, the ones who stood for something and passed it on. So go out there and live with purpose, pursue excellence, and make an impact that will be remembered for generations. If this message hit home, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because together we are building something greater than ourselves. This is peak ambition, and we will see you at the top.